Storm coverage here in Northern California, taking a live look over I-80 near Donner Summit this morning, where you can see cars are moving just fine, but a lot of snow there on the sides of the road. A brief pause in the rain and snow for right now, but meteorologist Rob Karlmark joins us now because, Rob, this won't last for long, right?
No, we are entering a dry day, which is pretty rare around here lately. And let me just show you how yesterday went. We had the light rain moving through, and then the gusty wind started to show up. And I like you, was saying, oh no, here we go again. We just don't need all of this at the same time. And what happened was we started to see things slowly but surely taper off. Now, north of our area, just got a comment from a viewer in Paradise on my Facebook page. Still raining lightly there. They're really looking forward to a break in the rain as well. And that's going to happen for everybody later on this afternoon if it hasn't already. The storm moves off to the north. It pulled in a lot of warm air, very high snow levels. That's why there was rain over Donner Summit versus snow. And we're going to get our needed break. This is something that has to happen in order for safety, for the water to come down, for everything just to relax for at least one day, because this, once it starts to make a move tomorrow afternoon, it won't be dry weather that we're looking at. It's more rain, more snow through the weekend and next week as well. So it's been rough. There's been a lot of damage. There's been a lot of flooding with this series of storms that just doesn't stop. But there are some benefits as well. And for more on that part of the story, we're going to talk to Bridget Bjorlo. Bridget, the river behind you, extremely high. But again, there are a lot of benefits that people are talking about.
Absolutely, Rob. We need the rain, and all the snow and the rain from the Sierra is flowing down to the valley, going to the Sacramento River, the American River. Here at the Sacramento River, we are sitting at just under 27 feet. That's the highest it's been since 2019. Typically, when you come around here, you'll see a lot of mud, you'll see the base of trees, but not the case because the water levels are rising with all these recent storms. And really good news when you talk about our snowpack. We've actually just reached a milestone up in the high country statewide. We have surpassed the snowpack level that typically is the case for April 1st. So we're 2.5 months ahead of schedule. So really good news for the ski resorts and all the skiers up there. Also good news for the snowpack in general, something we rely on when maintaining steady water levels for our lakes, our rivers through the hot, dry summer months that typically sees very little rainfall. Now, there is always concern about the potential for flooding when we get so much rain in such a short period of time. But right now, state regulators say our system in place is working and flooding is not a concern at this point. Take a listen to their forecast.
We're definitely looking to be in a better situation than we were last year, where everything shut off for a good 3 months. And there'll be that opportunity to continue to make some additions to that snowpack before we get to April 1. Good news means we'll likely build more snowpack with these storms.
And more good news is our state reservoirs are also rising. They're in a good place, and we rely on those for energy and for our power grid. At last check, Folsom Lake was sitting at 42% capacity. That's the highest it's been for quite some time. The average for January, but a big improvement since we last recorded these numbers back in October. Now, the only issue is when we talk about fire season, all this moisture will likely delay the start of fire season. So that's a bright spot, but it's also producing a lot of new vegetation, a lot of growth, which is producing a lot of fuels that can easily burn. So it could end up extending fire season throughout October and November. So we will watch for that as the year progresses.